When you think about pizza, you're probably not thinking about a grill. But guess what? I'm about to blow your mind. I'm making a Diavolo pizza with some grilled onions and grilled peppers, a little soppressata. It's gonna be delicious. I'm gonna finish that off with an Aperol Spritz. Let's grill this. The first thing we're gonna do is start with our bell peppers. So we have a nice big bowl. We're gonna add a red and a green bell pepper. We're gonna toss a little bit of olive oil just over the tops. We're gonna throw these on the hot part of the grill. We're also gonna take a red onion. We're gonna do 3/4 of an inch slices. So we're gonna have our sliced onion right on the grill here. You can see our pepper just starts to get nice and charred, a beautiful color. We're gonna rotate them every little bit so they get nice and evenly cooked.
Mark.
Now let's get to our dough. You can find it at your grocery store, or if you're a stud, you can make it yourself. Now we're not using a rolling pin. We're gonna go nice and rustic, nice and natural. Just use our fingers. That looks good to me. It doesn't have to be perfectly round, just nice and rustic. We're gonna add a little bit of semolina over the tops. This is gonna help it slide on and off the grill. Flip it over and do both sides. We're gonna take a sheet tray. We're gonna slide our dough right onto the sheet tray. We're gonna go right over to our grill. We're gonna slide it just like that. We have some other delicious ingredients we're gonna add too. I've got some Kalamata olives. These have a really great saltiness, a natural saltiness, which is really wonderful. We also have some sun-dried cherry tomatoes. These things are so beautiful and sweet. We're gonna give this a rough chop, nothing too fancy. We'll just slide this off to the side. Let's give our pizza a flip. Yeah, you'll notice when it's ready, it'll just get these nice, beautiful char marks. Nice little crust going, beautiful. We're also gonna add 2 or 3 cloves of chopped garlic. Beautiful, and push this off to the side. Let's get back to our peppers. You can see they've gotten nice and charred and really, really golden. That's gonna bring out all that beautiful sweetness on the inside. I'm gonna grab both of them off. This is a little trick of how to get some of that skin off. So we're gonna take just a towel, because these things are pretty smoking hot. Rub off some of that skin. So you can see when you start to use your towel, it literally starts to peel off like that. So we're gonna get rid of some of that. Now you don't have to get rid of all of that charred skin, but it's a little bitter, so we're gonna get rid of some of that. The same thing to the other one. You'll know your onions are done when they get this beautiful char on the outside. Really brings out some of that sweetness, that beautiful red onion flavor. We're gonna put them over to the side. Gorgeous. Flip these over, give them a quick julienne. All right, now it's time to assemble our pizza. Let's take our pizza off the grill. I don't know if you can see it, but listen, you can hear that crust. It's getting nice and crispy. Homemade pizza, that's what it's all about. I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle just a touch of olive oil first. Let's start with a little bit of cheese. I've got some pecorino, big chunks. It doesn't have to be grated, it just has to be delicious. Some smoked Gouda. And we're gonna go with our peppers. Actually, no, let's do our soppressata first. This is so delicious. If you've never had this before, it's this beautiful, spicy, wonderful pork sausage. Let's go with our vegetables. This is the fun part. You just get to get messy and throw everything together. Some of our onions. Oh, we take some oregano, just right down the stem. We're gonna add some dried red pepper flakes. And then we're gonna finish with just a touch more cheese. And we are good to go. All right, we're gonna let this cook for about 2 or 3 minutes, just enough time to get that cheese nice and melty, which gives us plenty of time for our delicious Aperol Spritz.
Scene 1, take 4. Common slate mark.
All right, so our pizza only needs a minute or so to cook, so I'm gonna show you how to make this beautiful cocktail first. We're using an Aperol. Aperol is known as like the younger brother of Campari, so if you're not a big fan of bitters, this has half the alcohol and a bit more sugar, so it's a bit sweeter, a bit more delicate of a flavor. So we're gonna add just a touch to the bottom of our glass. We've also got some Prosecco, a little sparkling wine, a little poppy pop. Twist the bottle, not the cork. I'm gonna go right to our glass. And the last little bit is a touch of sparkling water. This is a great spritzy, sweet, delicious grilled drink that's gonna go perfect with my pizza. I'm gonna garnish with some fresh orange. I'm gonna cut a little action like that. We've got a beautiful summer cocktail. How easy is that? It's beautiful. Let's take a little sip here. It's sweet, and spritzy and delicious. Let's check our pizza out. That's what I'm talking about. So gorgeous. Beautiful. Look at that. Delicious Italian pizza on the grill. That's what I'm talking about. You can see the edges got all nice and charred. The cheese is just starting to melt. The pecorino still isn't quite like all the way melted, but that's perfect. I love it. That's how you grill a pizza.
Subscribe to Hungry and feed your food obsession.